I want to show the three of you and all of our viewers all across India and the world what's happening in Ladakh at this time. Because while there is this political churn over what Rajnath Singh said, China is preparing for the long haul. India is preparing for the long haul as well. India is engaged in countering the build-up to. Here is a report from the LAC Air Base where India today was permitted access to show you what India's war machine really looks like when it's rumbling. With India and China standing eyeball to eyeball in Ladakh, the Indian Army is preparing for the long haul. Forces are stocking up essentials in advance for troops deployed on the front lines. India today got exclusive access to the LAC Air Base, where this huge C-17 Globemaster III is dropping off supplies for troops.
What we are witnessing right now is an extremely important operation that is taking place to ensure that troops deployed in forward areas where there is friction over the last 4 months between the Indian and the Chinese armies keep getting a steady supply of all important material, be it ration, be it medicine, be it gear that will sustain them even in the peak harsh winter at heights more than 15,000 feet.
The Indian Army is deployed in the world's most hostile border region along the line of actual control. These are inhospitable terrains and the temperatures drop to as low as -40 degrees Celsius in winter. Which is why the troops need warm clothing, Arctic tents and heating devices to sustain while guarding our borders.
These are all the essential items that have just been transported, airdropped. Very important, what we can see here are Arctic tents. Look at this. It says Arctic tents. These are special tents meant for the troops in high altitude areas, in the forward locations. These are locations at more than 15,000 feet. Winter is approaching. It's very important for the troops to have all gear and equipment that will allow them to sustain. What we can also see here is these are portable kerosene heaters. Again, extremely important for sustaining the peak winter.
It isn't just this C-17 Globemaster. The all-powerful Chinooks of the Indian Air Force are also involved in logistics operations to the front lines. The Indian Air Force is assisting the Army to ensure troops face no shortage in the upcoming winter.
That's the inside of the helicopter Chinook. I'll just get inside and give you a very clear look of how the material has been brought in. Again, big cartons of all essential items required, especially during the winter. A very clear look, and all of this will be loaded in some time.
The Fire and Fury Corps is the only formation of the Indian Army which is entirely deployed in high altitude areas north of the Great Himalayan Range. We pride ourselves as being the prima donna for war fighting in high altitude area. The Indian Air Force plays a pivotal role here and has tremendously assisted in the speedy induction of troops over the past few months.
The synergy between the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force is exemplified by the quick mobility of men and material in these mountainous terrain, and the follow-up with the commodities, essential commodities and food supplies for the sustenance of the soldiers in forward areas.
It's not just essentials and other equipment, fuel is also being stocked up. Oil companies are supplying fuel to the Indian Army for uninterrupted movement of their vehicles and armoury. Ladakh is on edge. Sorties by fighters like these Sukhois have become a common sight. The message to China is clear. India wants peace but is battle ready. There will be no compromise on India's territorial integrity.
There is heightened air activity in Ladakh over the last few days, be it fighter jets of the Indian Air Force carrying out air combat patrols or transport aircraft carrying crucial logistics to the forward areas. There is a complete synergy between the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force to make sure troops deployed in forward areas are battle ready at all times. With camera person Satya, Abhishek, Bhalla in Ladakh for India Today.